Shutter speed is one of the three pillars of the exposure triangle, alongside the ISO and the aperture. It refers to the length of time the camera sensor is exposed to light. So, in simpler terms, it is how long the curtain or the window stays open of your camera. So, shutter speed is measured in fractions of seconds, and that would depend on your camera brand or camera company. But for Sony, it's 1/50 of a second, 1/250 of a second, or 1/4000 of a second. With a faster shutter speed, it allows less light, but it allows you to freeze the motion. So when I say freeze the motion, it's like when you take a photo and you're like waving your hand, it like freezes the image of you holding your hand up. And it's usually used in sports or animal watching, or if you're like me, a coffee vlogger, like when you take a photo of a falling coffee. Now there's also slower shutter speeds, so like 1/30, a full second, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, slower shutter speed. It allows more light in, but it creates motion blur. So I don't usually use it, but so for example, if I'm waving my hand, it creates like streaks of motion here. So that's what you call motion blur. In photography, your choice of shutter speed is usually creative or a corrective, based on the amount of light available and based on the subject of your photo. So adjusting shutter speed for video, it's a bit complicated. At the same time, it's quite simple. So if you're shooting at 24 FPS or frames per second, your shutter speed should always be double of that amount. So if you're shooting at 24, it's 48 of a second, so 1/48. If you're shooting at 60 FPS, you should be shooting above 1/120 second, 120 of a second, or double. So if it's 120 FPS, so 240. That is because if you shoot below that threshold, your video is going to come out awkward or weird, or it's gonna create some form of motion blur. Now, I'm gonna show you some examples of what I mean when I say adjusting your shutter speed based on the frame per second that you want to shoot in. So the first example is 1/80th of a second, and you can see that the video is clear, crisp, beautiful. Now I am going to adjust it. I'm gonna increase it to, I believe, 1/200 or over 100. And as you can see, the video is still okay, but the lighting becomes a bit dark, so I adjust the ISO and I further increase it, and same effect. It's okay, it's a good video. But here's what happens when I adjust the video to a slower frame rate. And as you can see, it's a bit clunky, it's not that clear. It can still be used, but you would notice that it's a bit off. Here's another one, which is I'm using a far slower, and for the last one, this is the slowest speed or the slowest shutter speed I can present to you guys. And as you can see, it's not usable. Okay, so in this video I'm trying to assemble my puzzle. That's for a different video, and as you can see, that video is unusable. So basically, that's how shutter speed is different when it comes to taking videos. So the faster your shutter speed is, the more fluid the video comes out, and the slower the shutter speed is, the more kind of feels like motion blur. That's motion blur. Like it creates lines in the video. For some, it could come out as a cinematic effect. For some, it would look weird, but it all depends on your creativity. Now, for me and my content, I will just stick to one at over 80th of a second, which is just perfect for YouTube content.